Okay, we're going to do select problems from the other homework. These are numbers slightly different, but you'll recognize the problem by the wording and the question asked. It was originally it was part of 8 questions. The first 2 we already did. If you don't believe me, well, you can believe me because it's true. But these are part of the 6 problems that I gave, which is the second homework. And this one is number 3, I believe, on the hit parade. And even if it's not, we'll do it together and see how it works out. The question is asking what is the amount of the excess of purchase price over book value. So we're going to need to figure out the purchase price and compare it to book value. So let's see. The book value is told to us, if you read it carefully, by the fact that the equity of the company was $5 million. And let's do the math. The math would be they bought 40% of $5 million. So let's do it. $5 million is what they bought, and that is, again, 40%, which is $2 million. They paid 3. Difference is $1 million. So 40% is what we were looking for. What is 40% of the book value? And the answer is C, $1 million. Okay, so that knocks that one down. Similar circumstances, exact same circumstances, as a matter of fact, now asking for what's the goodwill associated with this investment. All right, so let's figure that out. The $3 million here, paid for 40%, tells us that the full value of the company, 100%, would be $7,500,000. The book value was $5 million. Leaving us a difference of $2.5 million. And now we have to figure out what we have to figure out the reason for the difference. We have to. So these are the identifiable assets book value. This is the value. This is the value that we paid for it, 100%. These are the identified assets showing book value and fair value. So let's see what we got. We got differences at total altogether, $800K, $500K, and $700. That's a total of $2 million. That leaves $500,000 unexplained. And since they bought 40%, at 40%, that tells us that the goodwill associated with this investment, meaning the goodwill of the 40% purchase, is $200,000. Correct answer. Moving forward, say number 7, or that really should be number 5 on yours, I think. Same facts. Now they're asking for the excess amortization each year, or at least the first year, that's going to have to be taken. Now here they mean amortization. The textbook refers to it as both depreciation and amortization of intangible, so it's all things considered, and it's simply each year's amount. So 800 over 20 years is the adjustment that we're going to make. 800 over 20 years is 40,000 a year. 500 is number 2, the equipment, and that's over 5 years. $500,000 difference over 5 years, and that's 100,000 a year. And finally, the franchise is $700,000 difference from book value over 10 years, or $70,000 a year. Altogether, 140, 72. Let's see, 140 and 70 makes it 210. At 40%, it's 84,000. Remember, always apply that percentage. These are the gross numbers. 40% is the amount to be applied, and that's the amortization for that. Okay, that leaves number 8 as the last one here, and let's see what we got. Okay, this is the last one of this particular homework set. The adjustment for fair value method to the equity method, what are we doing here? The issue was, at first it was 10%. That's fair. I would mean that year they didn't use the equity method. Then in January they bought another 30%. They put them at the equity method at 40% total. and so they have to do a retroactive adjustment, but at the 10% level. So let's see what it is. It was 10% of earnings, which was $215,000. So 10% of that is, I got to do the math. It's terrible. I got to do the math on that. I can't do it myself. But that's what calculators are for. So that's 10% is 21,500. Subtract the dividends paid at 10%, which was $50,000. 10% of that is 5,000. So the net adjustment to the investment account is 16,500, because that would be the retroactive amount, and that is answer A. All right, so I hope this helps out with that homework assignment. Stay tuned for more information.